बहु कोटि चन्द्राजिनी वदन उज्ज्वला गलदेशे बनमाला पूरे झलमाला शिव शिवा सुख नारद प्रेमे गदा गदा सुख नारद प्रेमे गदा गदा सकति विनोदा देखे गौरार संपादा बजयो जयो गौरा चांदे आरती को शोभा जानावी तटवने जगमान लोभा गौरांगेरारती शोभा जग जनमान लोभा गौरांगेरारती शोभा जग जनमान लोभा गौरांगेरारती शोभा जग जनमान लोभा जय गौरानिताय 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 हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Krishna Balaram, Jaya Krishna Balaram, Jaya Krishna Balaram, Jaya Krishna Balaram. Jaya Kishore Kishori, Jaya Kishore Kishori, Jaya Kishore Kishori, Jaya Kishore Kishori. Jaya Jagannatha, Jaya Jagannatha, Jaya Baladeva, Jaya Subhadra. Jaya Giri Govardhan, Jaya Giri Govardhan, Jaya Giri Govardhan, Jaya Giri Govardhan. Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, Gauran. Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai. Jaya Jagannatha, Jaya Jagannatha, Jaya Baladeva, Jaya Subhadra. Jai Jai Prabhupada, 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 Jai Jai Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol.
श्री श्रीमद हिज डिवाइन ग्रेस एसी भक्ति वेदांता स्वामी शिला प्रभुपाद की जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंसा परिवाजक आचार्य अष्टोत्तर श्री श्रीमद हिज डिवाइन ग्रेस भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर गोस्वामी महाराज शिला प्रभुपाद की जय नामाचार्य शिला हरिदास ठाकुर की जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्णा चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री श्री राधा कृष्णा गोपा गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की जय। वृंदावन धाम की जय। नवदीप मायापुर धाम की जय। पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय। गंगा माई की जय। जमुना माई की जय। भक्ति देवी तुलसी महारानी की जय। श्री श्री किशोर किशोरी की, जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा महारानी की जय। श्री श्री गौर निताई की जय। निताई गौर प्रेमानंदे। All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories, all glories, all glories to Guru and Gauranga. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
I'll just hold. Namaste Narasimhaya. Praladalagadayine. Hiranyakashipuvakshaha. Srilatangka Nakalaye Ito Narsimha Padato Narsimha Yato Yato Yami Tato Narsimha Kahe Narsimha Hridaye Narsimha Narasimham Madhim Sharanam Prapadye Tavakara Kamala Varenaka Adhuta Shringa Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanubringam Keshavadita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jaya Narsimade, Jaya Narsimade, Jaya Narsimade, Jaya Narsimade. Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Bhakta Prahlad. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Nitya Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitya Gaura Hari Bol. नरसिम्हदेव भगवान की, प्रहलाद महाराज की, श्रीला प्रभुपाद की, निताई गौर प्रेमानंदे।
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you so much for being here with us this Sunday evening. On behalf of our founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada and management of Kishore Kishori Temple, I would like to welcome all of you for our Sunday program. So today, before we proceed with the details of the program, I would like to inform you that the Sunday feast today has been sponsored by two families. One is Swapana Chitneni. This is on the occasion of the death anniversary of her father, Narasimha Rao. So let's chant the Mahamantra one time for the peace of the departed soul. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. The other sponsors are Joshi family, Suryakant, Shikha, and Anya Vihan. Uh, they are also the sponsors for today's Sunday Feast program. So one more time, let's chant the holy name of the Lord. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So now I would like to introduce our, okay, anybody here for the very first time? Okay, we have some special gift for you. There are more, we have some more. So we have this program every Sunday starting at 5 o'clock in the evening. Please do join us. The program starts with a Kirtan at 5, Kirtan and Aarti. Then we have a presentation or a class. And after that, we serve vegetarian dinner on the third floor. And after that, again, we have some very nice musical Kirtan in the temple room. So it's a lovely, lively program. So today's speaker is none other than our dear Chaitanya Kishore Prabhu. He is known to all of you. He is going to speak on a very important topic, which is transcendental books. So as you know, in ISKCON we say books are the basis. So we will hear from him why the books are so important. So after the class, I have to make another important announcement. So please don't be in a hurry to run and stand in the queue. We ensure that everybody will get the prasadam, but only after you are here for the announcement. And now I would like you to get yet another announcement about a special program on next Sunday.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees. My name is Sanya, and I have been coordinating for all of the youth at the temple this past year. And I'm very excited to announce that we have a program next Sunday at this temple, November 24th, from 3 to 4 p.m. We have a very special guest. His name is Arjun Saka Prabhu, and he is amazing with our youth devotees. So, all of the parents who are present here today, I would strongly appreciate if you could please bring your kids to this event. We are going to be listening to his topic about managing conflict and stress, and anyone ages 10 to 25 is welcome for this youth seminar. Again, it's next Sunday before the Sunday Feast program from 3 to 4 p.m. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Okay, Hare Krishna. Cannot hear, everybody's sleeping. Hare Krishna. Yes. We request everybody to come a little closer so that, if there is people can walk over there. I want to take darshan a little closer. You have a lot of room. Thank you. So we'll start with a small kirtan and then we'll discuss about transcendental books. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivaradhari Girivaradhari Yashodanandana व्रज जनरञ्जना यशोदनन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जना यमुनतीरावनचारी यमुनतीरावनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ जय गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजना यमुनतीरावनचारी हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 रामा राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 रामा राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा श्रील जय प्रभुपदा जय प्रभुपदा नित्य गौरा हरि बोल नित्य गौरा हरि बोल Shri Prabhupada ki jai. Nitai Gaur Premanande. So we'll do a little Mangalacharan just to create auspiciousness, and then we'll start. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनाशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वापदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सवदुतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितं च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्ता राधाकान्ता नमोऽस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रियै वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधार श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. So thank you for welcoming, thank you for coming to the Sunday Feast program at Sri Sri Kishore Keshari Temple here. You were at the Hare Krishna temple. So all those who are new, be prepared to chant Hare Krishna multiple times today. So that is always auspicious because it's the names of the Lord. So today's topic is transcendental books. We are going to embark into, or we are going to enter into the December marathon month, which is basically for all over ISKCON. It's a book distribution month. We're trying to distribute as many books that Srila Prabhupada has written to as many people we can. Yeah, and that is the reason why from November, from today onwards, we'll be talking more about the importance of these books and importance of these books for us, also for others. What are the potency that these books carry? And that is the reason why the subject matter is transcendental books. So I'm really grateful to be here with all of you today. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. It said whoever speaks transcendental subject matters, they themselves get purified. And it is not that I am a very learned scholar or something. It is a devotional service act which basically purifies me, and it equally purifies the listeners as well, because the subject matter itself is transcendental. It is about the Supreme Personality of God. It is spiritual. So with that, we will basically, I will request everybody to please, if you like something, remember it is coming from the Guru Parampara, from Srila Prabhupada, and the credit goes to them. If you have any corrections, comments, or anything to say, even something good, you can please come at after the lecture, and please do give me a feedback. So, with the blessings of all the seniors present here, I would like to discuss this topic about transcendental books. So, just to understand what this word transcendental actually means, right? So, if you take the Bhagavad Gita as it is, in the introduction of the Bhagavad Gita as it is, which is actually a small booklet itself that we have given out, in the end of that introduction, you will see there are 7 verses basically talking about the glories of the Bhagavad Gita. They're called Gita Mahatmya. Okay, this was written by Adi Sankaracharya, and he has glorified the Bhagavad Gita itself, how important Bhagavad Gita is and what potential it brings. I'm not going to recite all 7 verses, but I'm going to pick a few to just make sure or make you understand how important these transcendental books are and what the meaning of transcendental means. When I came to ISKCON first, these all words were very new to me. I don't know how many of you had heard transcendental before. I had never heard it before. So that was new to me. Sense gratification was new to me. So there are many such words which are very new to somebody who is coming for the first time. So I wanted to understand what transcendental actually means. In Sanskrit, it means divyam, above this material world. So there's a verse, the Gita Mahatmyam, verse number 3. It says, Maline mochanam pumsa, chalasnanam dine dine, sakrit gita amritam snanam, sansara malanashanam. He says, to get rid of all the dirt and all the things on our body, we take bath every day, right? Every day we take bath so that we become purified. But one who hears or takes the bath of the Amrit or the nectar of Bhagavad Gita even once, yeah, even once it says, it will get rid of all the samsara malanashanam, it says. So samsara malanashanam means all the material dirt that we carry, the dirty things in our heart we carry, it will be all washed out. That is the power of the Bhagavad Gita, even once attentively hearing or even reading the Bhagavad Gita as it is. Yeah. That is the power of Gita. That is the Gita Mahatmyam verse written by Shankaracharya. Right? And this one, just imagine, you just reading the Bhagavad Gita. Well, now, taking bath every day, you again get dirty. But while you hear Bhagavad Gita, even Bhagavad Gita, Krishna himself says, one who reads Bhagavad Gita worships me with his intelligence. Yeah. So it's a very important book. What is mala? Mala, samsar mal means the dirty things in our heart, which are like 6 things that we have: lust, anger, greed, pride, arrogance, and attachment. These things are blocking us from approaching the Supreme Lord. So Bhagavad Gita gives us that understanding. So that is what is called transcendental, above the normal, above the mundane. It will take your consciousness above the mundane. Yeah. So all the problems that we see here, we try to solve the problems while remaining in the problems, which is not going to help us. When we come above that level, just for example, if there is a fight in the house, you need somebody, third person, a person who is neutral to come and resolve that fight, because that person will look through a different perspective. If otherwise, the people who are fighting, if they try to resolve it, it's very difficult to do that, because everybody has, the fight is there because of their own perspectives. Same thing happens with us when we are in trouble. In order to get a higher understanding, this Bhagavad Gita will take our consciousness at a higher level, and that is from where we see the problems. It becomes easy to solve. Yeah. Just like when we go on a flight, all the buildings look very small, right? If you walk in the downtown, the same buildings will look very, very big. So if your buildings are compared to the problems, it is like that. It will take your consciousness to the higher level. So that is what Bhagavad Gita will do. Only hearing or reading Bhagavad Gita once. There's another verse in the same Gita Mahatmyam, number 5. It says, Bharata Amrita Sarvaswam Vishnu Vaktra Vinisrutam Kita Gandodakam Pitva Punarjanmana Vidyate. What it means? He says, this Bhagavad Gita, which is the essence of Mahabharata. There was an epic, those who are new here, Mahabharata is an epic written in the Vedic literature, the Vedic times, and it is very, very relevant to our lives. And this Bhagavad Gita was spoken in the war by Krishna to Lord Krishna to Arjun, when Arjun was in a confused state of mind. Yeah. Arjun was supposed to kill his own relatives because of for a war between the cousins for the kingdom, and it was very difficult for him to do that. So he was in a very confused state of mind. At that point of time, Krishna instructs Arjun, and he takes him out of this confusion. Yeah, and it is not just spoken to Arjun. Through Arjun, it has been spoken to all of us. So that is what this verse says. It is the Bharata Amrita Sarvasmi. That is the essence of Mahabharata. This Bhagavad Gita is the essence of Mahabharata. It was spoken by Vishnu himself, Adi Vishnu, which is Lord Shri Krishna. He is the origin of all the Vishnus. So Vishnu is the supreme personality of Godhead. It was spoken by the Lord himself to Arjun. It says Gita Gangodakam Pitva. So Ganga, everybody knows the river Ganges in India. It is a holy river. It is holy because it is coming from the lotus feet of Lord Vishnu. Yeah, as per the Puranas, as per the Vedic literatures, it is coming because during the Vamana avatar, when it is the incarnation of Lord Vishnu, Brahmaji washed his feet and the Ganga started to come. It purifies the 3 worlds. Right? Anybody who drinks or bathes in the river Ganga is supposed to be purified, becomes liberated. Yeah. But this Bhagavad Gita, this is spoken by Adi Sankaracharya, who is one of the great teachers of our tradition. He is saying that this Gita, if one drinks or reads the Bhagavad Gita, it purifies you even better than that Ganga. How is that? Because and Prabhupada explains this in his purport. He says that although the feet of the Lord and the mouth of the Lord is not different, because Krishna is absolute, there is no difference between that. But even from a relative sense, if you see, mouth is more important than the feet, and this Bhagavad Gita came from the mouth of Krishna, so it is going to purify you even better. Yeah. And also from a practical point of view, how many of us can go to Ganga every day and get a bath? Not possible. But Bhagavad Gita is right there in your home. You can read, you can understand, and you can get purified every single day. Yeah. So it is very, very important book. It has a lot of potency. And the last verse of this Gita Mahatmya gives you a universal vision. Yeah, everybody is after United Nations. Everybody wants to have one common goal, one common religion, one common brotherhood and everything, which is basically thought of as a world peace solution, right? But that never happens. So this has a very great vision. Adi Shankaracharya gives a very great vision based on the Bhagavad Gita. He says, "Ekam Shastram Devaki Putram Ekam." देवकी पुत्र गीतम एको देवो देवकी पुत्र एव एको मंत्रस्तस्य नामानि यानि कर्मापेकम तस्य देवस्य सेवा. What it means? He says ekam shastram, only let there be only one literature, that is Devaki putra eva, that is the Bhagavad Gita spoken by the Supreme Lord, because it is very logical, it includes everything. Eko devo devaki putra eva, let there be only one God, the Supreme Personality of God is Sri Krishna. And then he says, Eko mantras tasyani namani yani. Only one mantra, the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So let there be only one mantra, that this is called the Maha Mantra, the deliverer, the great deliverer of everybody. And then karma pekam tasya devasya seva. Let there be only one occupation, that is service to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. If that vision is realized, and there is a small prototype of that which Srila Prabhupada has brought up in the form of ISKCON, you see there are so many different people from different nationalities, different religions. They're coming together to do this, what this has been envisioning. So that is the solution. That's the world peace. That's what this Bhagavad Gita or Gita Mahatmyam talks about, and it does have a great potency. Srila Prabhupada, by his transcendental books, has made this possible. If you look at the history by which he started this movement, with a small storefront in 1966, and then it expanded so big. And now we have 400 temples and so many thousands of devotees and millions of adorers of this particular process. The books have been distributed so many places in so many different languages. This is possible. This is very much possible if we take it seriously, right? So with that, I wanted to start understanding exactly what these books contain, how it can affect me and you, in our day-to-day lives. How is it more practical for all of us to implement these teachings that we have in these books? Yeah. Once you understand the importance of these books, you will try to read them, understand them, implement them, and then give it to others as well. Yeah? Because if you benefit, you will try to benefit others. Right? So that is the whole idea of understanding the importance of these books. That's why they're called transcendental books. They are not mundane books. They're not the books like self-help guides. They're not like that. And we'll understand why. So three things I'll be talking about. We'll try to understand our condition first. Yeah, the material condition that we are in. Until and unless we understand what condition we are in, we will not be able to understand how these books will help us to get out of that condition, yeah, or help us in our journey. Yeah. So we'll try to understand that. We'll try to understand how to find a cure for that condition. Yeah, the material condition that we are in, the material attachments. And what is transcendental knowledge? How will this transcendental knowledge play part in that cure? Yeah. So that is what we'll try to understand. The whole talk will be based on a formula. Let us remember this formula. Yeah, just like when we go to this TSA, they have some formula for remembering that you have to take out those small bottles of your toothpaste and all that, and put it in a Ziploc bag. 3, 2, 1, something like that. They give a formula, right? So this is a formula: 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, remember this, please. 4, 3, 2, 1. Can you repeat? Yeah. So I'll tell you what that is. Four kinds of problems, three kinds of miseries, two kinds of energies, and one supreme Lord. Right? So this is what we're going to talk about. The first two, four kinds of problems and three kinds of miseries, is the problem. That is what we are going to solve. Right? The second two are going to give us the solution. Right? 4, 3, 2, 1. So what is that? The first type. Why? What is material disease? Why are we stuck in this material world? So as per the Vedic literatures, um, the definition of a problem is that it has to be a problem for everybody. Yeah, it has to be a problem for everybody, and nobody wants it. That should be the definition of problem. Now, most of the problems that we deal with today are very relative in nature. Yeah. Can you give any ideas of any problems that people face today? Any random ideas of any problems that you have in your minds that people face today? Yes. Lack of money. Yes. What else? Lack of health. Yes. Mental peace. Relationships. Yes. What is that? What do you say? Going to work is a problem. Yeah, that's right. That's probably where the lack of money is coming from. So anyway, so these are the problems, right? So now if you see, this is a relative problem. Yeah, a lack of money may be a problem for me, but it may not be a problem for a person who is rich, who has a lot of money, right? Loss of health may be a problem for me, but not for everybody. Other people are quite healthy. Yeah. Going to a job may be a problem for you, but many people love their jobs. They go at 4 o'clock in the morning to the jobs, right? So, yeah. Yeah, and mental peace, yes, most of the people are actually struggling with that, but many people don't realize that. So that might be a problem for somebody, but many people don't have that problem either because they are having a good family and everything is stable for them. So these are all relative problems. It is not a problem for everybody. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. So as Prabhu said here, that is the real problem. Janma, Vrityu, Jara, Vyadhi. That's what he's saying here. So that's the Vedic literatures. That is what Bhagavad Gita tells us. The four problems of life. Janma is birth, Mrityu is death, old age, Jara, Vyadhi is disease. Yeah. So these four things are a problem for every single person. Yeah, those, if you are here, you are born, right? So that means that is a problem. Now why it is a problem, I'll tell you. People are happy when birth take place, but I'll tell you why it is a problem. We'll come to that. Death, disease, and old age, everybody knows it is problematic. Yeah, you can see that people go through a lot of pain and misery because of these three things. Yeah. But Janma itself, because as per the Vedic literatures, we are spirit souls. Yeah, and we are different from the body. So if we are different from the body, our birth into this material world, taking a body which is foreign to us, is a problem. Yeah, it's a problem. And if you understand the way the birth takes place, the mother is in pain, the child is also in pain when it takes birth. Otherwise, their child would have come out laughing, right? It doesn't do that. It cries. If he doesn't cry, doctors make him cry. Right? So that's the problem. Janma is a problem. So Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi is a problem because for a spirit soul, taking birth is a foreign thing. They're not supposed to take birth in this material world. Yeah. So that's one problem. That is the four things that I was talking about. Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi. Now the third, three, four, three. Three is the miseries. The Vedic literatures mention that there are three miserable conditions of life: Adi Bhautik, Adhyatmik, and Adi Daivik. Now, what is this? Adi Bhautik means the disease, the miseries caused by your own body and mind. Yeah. So sometimes your body is in pain, sometimes, as somebody said, mental peace, so mind is disturbed. In fact, it is said that one of these problems or all of these problems are there with us always. Yeah. Either somebody's mind is not working fine, is always thinking and anxious. Overthinking is a problem these days. People think a lot, and they burn themselves out. So that is there. So problems caused by your own body and mind. Then there is Adi Bhautik, Adi Daivik. Adi Daivik means too much cold, too much rain, flood, famines. This is caused by the demigods, the natural disturbances that you see around you. Yeah. Those are also a problem. Adi Daivik, Adi Bautik, and Adhyatmik was body and mind. Adi Bautik is caused by somebody else, like a bad boss at home, husband for the wife, wife for the husband. I don't know. I mean, I'm just saying, and other things like friends causing problems, relationship problems. So these are all problems which are caused because of somebody else. Or if you don't have anybody else, maybe a mosquito is biting you and is causing trouble to you, something of that sort. So these three things are always with us, are always pricking us, right? That's why if you see those who know the picture of Durga Devi, she has a trishul. She is meant to poke you with that three things. That is the adi. These are the three miseries of life. We are always surrounded by it. Yeah. So that's why there is always anxiety, and when there is anxiety, we cannot be always happy. There will be happiness, there will be distress. There will be happiness, there will be distress. Yeah. Can anybody say here that you are always happy, always blissful? No, right? Wish he could. Is not, because the mind is always causing a lot of anxiety. Many things happen in life which causes a lot of anxiety. But if I tell you that Vedic literatures and all these transcendental books, as I mentioned, can give you a solution on trying to be in that anand state, blissful state, as I said, it will take your consciousness above all this misery. So even when the misery strikes, yeah, you will not lose control. You will be in a balanced state of mind. That is what the power of these books are, the transcendental books, if you understand it right, if you apply them right in your lives, right? So even if there is miseries, the mental agitation or bodily pains or somebody causing any miseries, you will not be disturbed. So would you be interested to know about that, such kind of solution? If yes, then say haribol. Haribol. Okay, only few people like it, I guess. Everybody still wants to be in misery. So that is what basically the transcendental books talk about. So knowing ourselves, you see, when devotees talk about this place is a miserable place, we have to get out of this place, people start thinking it is pessimism. Yeah, that you are very negative. You guys are very negative. You guys talk negative. It is actually not negative. When when a patient comes to a doctor and doctor says you're sick, you need some medicine. Now, the patient cannot complain that doctor, you're too negative about this. No, you are sick. So if the patient does not understand that I am diseased, and if the patient argues with the doctor is not be able to cure that patient. It's very impossible for that person to do that. So that is why Vedic literatures talk about both the sides. Ishopanishad, which is one of the books that we have, talks about that one must understand the nescience and they must also understand the absolute truth, the supreme personality of Godhead or the transcendental knowledge. So knowledge and nescience have to go together, because you to understand what this material world is made of, what is ignorance here, and what is knowledge. Yeah. So when we think that I'm become an engineer, a businessman, that is actually not knowledge. That is an art. Yeah. As per the Vedic literatures, knowledge means to understand the difference between the soul and matter. What is the difference between me, the soul, and the matter? Then, if I can distinguish that, then I can understand what is my constitutional position. Yeah. So that is why there is a very famous verse or very famous phrase that many people know, which says "Asatoma Sadgamayo" and "Tamasoma Jyotirgamayo." Right? Asatoma Sadgamayo means from the impermanent, from temporary, go to the permanent, which is eternal. Yeah. Why? Because we as spirit souls are eternal. So that's why they're asking, the Vedic literature is giving this aphorism that you need to go and explore where is the eternal happiness, where is the eternal life. Yeah. Everybody today here is looking for happiness. Yeah. I don't think anybody is working hard to, at the end of the day, to get misery. No, right? Everybody is working for happiness. But we don't get that. Yeah, we don't get that. We strive very hard to keep miseries away and get happiness. But miseries come. So this is what Prabhupada said. If unless until people have this question, I don't want miseries, why is it coming to me? Their spiritual journey will not start. If you are happy with the miseries and if you make truce with it, then you are, if you're not inquisitive, then you will not be able to do this asatoma sadgama. You will not be able to explore, to understand what is my eternal nature. And that is the duty of every human being. And tamosama jyotirgamayo. Tamosa means darkness. Darkness is also equal to ignorance. Because if it is dark here, I cannot see anything. Yeah. And that's why I'm ignorant. When there is light, I can see the distinction, and I can make sense of things here. That is knowledge. Yeah. Knowledge is compared to light. Damaso or darkness is compared to ignorance. So the two aphorisms that Vedic literature talk about is asatoma sadgamayo, tamasoma jyotirgamayo. Yeah. Leave the darkness, come to the light. Leave the ignorance, come to knowledge. And leave the impermanent state of life and come to permanence or eternal bliss, eternal knowledge. Yeah. So that is the problem. That is the misery. So once we accept that we are in a miserable condition of life, then we look for solutions. Yeah. Unless we realize that yes, we are in trouble, yes, we have to find some solution, we will not try to get any solution for it. We'll be happy in where we are. Yeah. So the next part is finding cure. How do we find cure for this? Yeah. So you remember 4, 3, 2, 1. The 2 is the two energies that are working in this world. These are the energies of the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna. There is one material energy and there is a spiritual energy. Yeah, material energy is basically characterized by Mother Durga. She is the predominating deity of that material energy. And spiritual energy is characterized by Radharani, who is standing with Krishna on the altar there. So, material energy and spiritual energy, right? We, as per the Bhagavad Gita, we as spirit souls are part of the spiritual energy. We are actually part and parcels of the spiritual energy. But because of our desires, we are trapped in the material energy. This body is made of material energy. Yeah. It is made of 5 elements: earth, water, fire, air, ether, and 3 subtle elements: mind, intelligence, and ego. So that's what the body comprises of. It is external to us. We are trapped in this. And that is what the Bhagavad Gita is trying to bring us out of. Yeah. That is the reason why we face miseries. We try for happiness, but we get miseries because we are bounded by this material energy. Yeah. So, what is the solution? We need to move out from this material energies engagement to our constitutional position, which is our spiritual energy, to our position in the spiritual world. So that is the solution that the material, the Vedic literatures propose, and that is the only solution that you have. You are in this problem. We have to figure out that we are in this problem and try to find a solution, come out of this. Good news is there is a solution, so it is not impossible. Yeah. So that is what basically it means. So realizing ourselves that we are the soul and we are trapped in this material body, that is first part to understand, and then trying to make a solution to come out of this. Now, what is the characteristics? How do I understand the difference between the material energy and the spiritual energy, right? The soul and the atma. So theoretically, to realize it takes practice, but at least theoretically we can understand what the scriptures are telling. So the characteristics of the spirit soul is Sat Chit Ananda. That is what the characteristic of every one of us is. Sat Chit Ananda. What it means? Sat means eternal. So we are eternal beings, we never die. Okay. Body dies, we never die. Sat. Chit is we are full of knowledge, spiritual knowledge. Yeah. And Sat Chit Ananda. Ananda means they are full of bliss. And that is the reason why we are always looking for happiness, because we are constitutionally full of bliss. We're always looking for happiness. Yeah. But we're looking in the wrong place. So that is the characteristics of a spirit soul. Sat Chit Ananda. But what we are engaged with, the material energy which is covering us, is Achit, Asat, Achit, and Nirananda. Asat means it is temporary. Everybody knows the body will die, and that causes misery, right? In relationships also, maybe somebody loves somebody, that other person may die. The relationship may break because of that. So that causes misery. So that is why, because it is temporary. Asat, our body is Asat. Achit means it is full of ignorance. That is why we have to go through 10, 15 years of education even to get some money, right? It is not that we are born scholars, right? We are not. So we have to study. We have to make that effort to learn even the material science. What to speak of the spiritual science? It's so amazing and kind of bewildering that many people, and I'm from India, so I speak to many people there. Um, they know a lot of rituals, right? People know a lot of rituals, and they think that is sufficient to understand spiritual life. Yeah. But when I pose a question that we spend 16, 17 years just to say I'm an engineer, to understand engineering and come to work, and then I got qualified to get a job, and just by doing rituals, how can I understand God? It is very, very impossible. You have to put effort. You have to understand who is God, what is the difference between the soul, what is the matter. You have to go through that education. Without going through that education, how can you even understand who is Supreme Personality of God? By doing rituals, you get piety, you get pious activities, because Krishna will anyway look that you are trying to do something. Yeah. But if you want to really understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead, you have to get through that education. Yeah. And that is why these books are so important, so very important. So that is what Satchitananda, and the material body is basically exactly the opposite. It has no knowledge. It is Nirananda. Nirananda means it's full of miseries. Actually speaking, maybe some people may not agree with this, but there is no happiness in this world. That is what the scriptures tell. The happiness, the feeling of happiness that we get is actually momentary absence of misery. That's what we think is happiness, right? And I often give this example that in older times they would take a criminal in a boat in the middle of the river, and to punish him, they will put his face in the water for like a minute or so, and he will be gasping for air. And then when he will be taken out for a moment. He will think, "Ah, this is happiness. I am able to breathe now." Yeah, that is what the happiness we feel, because as we said, it is always be difficult to get rid of misery. We don't want miseries, but it still comes. So there's a very nice shloka in the Bhagavatam which says that intelligent people, tallabhyate, I forgot the verse. Hmm. It says that intelligent people, um, who are who understand this phenomena of misery and happiness, they work for something which is higher, which is not available in the three worlds, which is the spiritual knowledge. They work basically in the sense they try to find that knowledge, which is not available in the three worlds at all. And as far as happiness and distress is concerned, you know they are relaxed, because they know by destiny whatever happiness I'm supposed to get, I'll get. Whatever misery I'm supposed to get, I'll get. Because I don't work for misery, it still comes. So happiness will also come like that. It doesn't mean that you don't work. Definitely you have to keep working, but you don't have to do extra work to get happiness. Yeah. It will come by your own. But whatever time you get, you save it and use it for understanding the spiritual science. That is what this verse says. So our body is Niranan. It is basically has no happiness. This body does not have much of happiness. So what we have only two choices then. Yeah. Either we remain in the material energy and be illusion, that we are happy and there's nothing to be done, the easiest path, or you work hard, you work a little bit, do something to get out of this suffering that we are in. And there is help available. Yeah, there is help available. I wanted to actually make there is this transcendental knowledge that Srila Prabhupada has written, is these books that Srila Prabhupada has written are very life changing. You will see most of the, and in fact many of the devotees who have come to the moment have come because of reading Srila Prabhupada's books. They are very, very practical. Yeah. At the same time, they are very, very spiritual, in the sense that proves that spirituality is practical. It is not impractical thing. Many people think that is just something which we practice on Sundays. It's not like that. Spirituality is a every moment affair. Krishna consciousness is every moment affair. Yeah. And how to do that? That is what Srila Prabhupada's books says. by how do you balance your material and spiritual lives together. Very, very important subject matters has been discussed in these books. So definitely we want to encourage everybody, because human life is meant for these kind of pursuit. Yeah. So what is the difference as per the Mahabharata? The difference between human life and animal life is this. Human life has a higher intelligence to understand where we came from, why are we here, what is the purpose of our life, why am I put into misery, why how can I get out of this miserable condition of life. That is what human life is meant for. Ahara nidra bhaya maithunam cha etad vi pashubhim naranam. It says ahar nidra bhaya maithunam cha. Eating, sleeping, mating, and defending, these are the four things that even animals do. But if we do it in the very advanced way, we are not supposed to be called humans. We are still called polished animals. The only thing that distinguishes the dharmahina pashubi samana, it says if one person is bereft of any understanding of spiritual life, that is, he's as good as a pashu or animal. Yeah. So it's a very strong statement, but it is to wake us up. Yeah. Unless we are told strong statements like this, will not wake up. So that is why Shastras or scriptures talk about these things, which basically will, force us to think why we are here, what is our purpose in life. So these books that Srila Prabhupada has written has great potency. I want to encourage everybody to read these books. Now I know we understand the practicalities of life today, because you see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, "Janma sarthak kari karo paropkar." We can only distribute these books if we understand the importance of those books for ourselves first. Yeah. We can help others do this only when we understand ourselves first. Yeah. And we understand the practicalities of today's modern day life is that we are so busy that we don't get time to understand. We don't get time to read or contemplate, because these books require some contemplation, some discussion, and then only you can actually understand how to implement these things. Yeah. So we understand this point. So that is the reason why we want to propose a program that we want to start here in the month of December, which is book reading clubs. And we have some registration sheets here. So Hemangi Mataji were there, and Achyuta Priya Prabhu here will have pen and these registration sheets with them. So we want each one of you to enroll for these book reading clubs. It doesn't take much of your time. Whatever time you can write the time and language that you prefer, and we will have some devotees, facilitate those book clubs online on Zoom. It's not going to take much of your time. It's like one half an hour, maybe, or 1 hour, whichever time fits with the whole group on a weekday evening or something. We will schedule those calls and we'll go through, these, there are small books of Srila Prabhupada. Doesn't take much. We are not charging you anything for that. The only cost probably you'll be spending is, taking a book or something to read yourself, or even online you can read. There's no problem there. So we encourage every one of you to please enroll in these book clubs. This is a very, very good way to understand Srila Prabhupada's book in your day-to-day lives. Yeah. And when somebody who is already practicing is facilitating this, and if you have any questions, you can ask them. And if they don't know, they can connect you to somebody who knows, right? And then that way you can actually understand the topic much better. Coming to a Sunday feast is very good, but this is only once in a week. Yeah. And it is also very nice that you come here, participate, talk to people. But once you are starting reading, you'll have more questions, you'll interact more with devotees to understand these topics more better. So we have these registration sheets. We would request each and every one of you, and you see, this knowledge is not, in my opinion, it is not an option. It is a must. You should definitely get this knowledge. Try it out. Where is the loss? You're not spending anything, and if you get something of value, why not take it? Is the It's a nice deal. Yeah. So if you get something for free and you get value out of it, why not? The only thing we ask is, if you get value, please bring your friends and family also. Please invite them as well. Distribute these books as well to them. So that is what I wanted to present today. I just wanted to give some time for Radharaman Prabhu. I think he has some presentation to make. So please stay back, and then, yeah, we can. Meanwhile, I can ask one question. Is it okay? Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean he is setting up, so it will take time. Yeah. So, is anybody wants to ask any question, any comments, anything? Yes, Mataji. Yeah.
So we have kind of like a program prepared for people who are completely new that they can actually go through Bhakta program, like level 1, level 2, level 3,
Yeah.
instead of just reading books and they don't understand. So basically they're bored a little bit because I had
Yes.
experience. So if we bring new people, we can accommodate them with like step-by-step process where they can get
Yeah.
involved in knowledge, but also service, Mahamantra.
Yeah, definitely. That's a very good idea, and definitely we can start such a program. We actually have done a few like that here also, and even in Palatine area. So we have been doing the discovery of self courses, and we can announce those as well here. We can have those. It is an 8 session course, which is very elementary understanding of the Krishna consciousness movement. We'll chant one round or something in that course, and if people like it more, then we can continue those programs. So we will introduce that also. That's a very good idea. In short time we'll introduce that for new people. Yeah. Thank you for your question, Maharaj.
Thank you, Chaitanya Kishore Prabhu. It was a very nice presentation and it is very easy to remember 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
So please don't forget that. Now, I would like to change the subject to a very different topic. How many of you know about the age of this building? The building in which Kishori are residing? 150? Any other guess? So it was in 1919 that this building was there. So it is like 106 years old. And so a building as old as this needs constant attention. We are taking care of that as much as we could. Now, about you're reading it here about the elevator modernization project. Now, I would like you to make a guess about the age of our elevator. When was the elevator installed, or the current elevator which is there, it's not working, but when was it installed here in this building? It was in 1962. So that's also more than 60 years old. And rightly, it is not working because after 60 years of age, unless really you are giving enough energy to it, enough juice, it won't work.
Your
So,
people don't work on after 60.
so for about 2 years ago, we had to shut it down because it was not working properly, and it would have caused kind of it was a dangerous situation. However, we found that without an elevator, we cannot really keep on working like that. We have elderly people who come and visit the temple and they would like to go upstairs to have their prasadam. We have a team of devotees who uh, need to take the food trays upstairs. How many of you go upstairs to have prasadam? Practically everybody, except very few. So some of you can't go, but those who go, you see all those food trays. So they are young devotees who have to carry them up. And every day or every Sunday, they are at least 20 trays they have to carry. On the festival days, when we celebrate Janmashtami or Govardhan Puja or Radha Ashtami, etc., sometimes they have to carry as many as 50 to 60 trays. And they are really heavy. It's not easy to carry them. So we thought that it's important that we bring our elevator to life. So for that we consulted some experts in the field and we got some estimates. We did some fundraising and we felt that we should start the project. So we have three organizations, three companies who will be working on our elevator for which the work started on last Tuesday. So it has been exactly 5 days ago that we started the work. So there are three companies. One is the Anderson Elevator Company. They will be doing the mechanical part of the company on the elevator. The second is Contact. They take care of the fire alarm system in the building and in the elevator especially. And the third one is GI Electric. So all the electrical wiring and connection, etc. That company will be taking care of that. So now I'll come to the figures, which is very, very important. The first contractor, which is Anderson Elevator, uh, their estimate is $109,000 to help with the modernization, to bring it to the city code stage. The second contractor, Contact, who will be doing the fire alarm system, that is going to cost us $19,947,000, which is almost $20,000. And the third one is the electrical contractor. They are cheaper compared to the other two. Is $4,900. So that makes a total of $133,847 we will require to complete this project. That's the estimate at this time. How much we have collected through the donations of various devotees here and some who are not here. We have so far collected some $54,561,000. So it's not like not even one, yeah, not even one third. What we need to do is $79,285,000. So that's what we need to collect in order to make sure that the elevator is functioning. Now, we do not, the project has already started. The contractors are working on it, and they plan to complete it within 4 to 5 weeks. So we do not want the work to stop in between. So we have to, collect and generate funds. And for that, we would like to request each and every one of you to kindly contribute in whatever way you can. Like some people may be able to contribute a bigger amount. Some people may not be able to do that. They may want to contribute a smaller amount. Somebody may want to pay a big amount in one go. Somebody may want to donate some money on a monthly basis. So whichever way you find it convenient for you, it will be a big help. So this is an appeal on behalf of Srila Prabhupada and Kishore Kishori Temple that I request all of you to make some contribution towards this particular project. Some of you may want to start the ball rolling. Would you like to make a pledge today? What would you like to donate for this project? Yes, Prabhu. Thank you so much. I'll give you a form and you can fill it up, your details, and then you can contact Nakash. Thank you. Yeah. 800? 100. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. What's your name? Yeah,
101. What is your good name? Anil Karigari. Prabhuji.
Okay, Balram Prabhu is contributing $2,000.
Haribo.
I will contribute $1,500.
Haribo. He is also.
You can pay. Any other contributions? Who want to do it right now?
Ashutosh Priya Prabhu, 1100. Prabhuji. Ashutosh Priya Prabhu,
Thank you so
1100.
much, Ashutosh.
$1,100. Haribo. Say Haribol to
So,
everybody.
those of you who need little time to think about it, I understand fully well, because you want to make a big payment, so you have to think about it. So you can kindly collect this country pledge form from me. You can fill it up and give it back to us. and we can then talk about how and when you can make the contribution. But each and every dollar which you will be donating today for this project will be really highly appreciated. This is a thing which is really going to help the seniors, elderly people, people who have some disability, who cannot go upstairs for prasadam, to go up and sit with their friends and have some nice movements in the temple. It is going to help the volunteers who have been carrying those heavy trays for not like weeks or months, but for years. It will give them some relief. So please think about that, and whatever amount you can contribute, it will be greatly appreciated. I will share with you on a regular basis how we are doing in terms of the donation collection, so that you are familiar with it and you may be inspired to donate more. So thank you so much. I have the forms. I would like to give it out to those who would like to make some contribution. Thank you so much. And now we would like to invite you to go have your dinner, which will be served on the third floor. So you get a taste of walking all those stairs up, and think that if in case there was an elevator, how it would help you. Please do come back after having your prasadam. There will be nice kirtan here in the temple room, which will be very lively. So please do come back after having your dinner. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.